Alright guys, day 2 of the Wild West Bass Trail at California Bass Nation event here at Lake Shasta. Day 1 wasn't so well, but we got a limit, so we're sitting in 15th place for California Bass Nation. The goal today is to get 5 and hopefully squeeze into the top 10, but if I get 5 today, I'll be happy. Yeah, the bite was tough for me yesterday with the wind blowing. Hopefully it pushed new fish back in my waters, but maybe in the morning I might do something a little different, maybe run to different waters, but I have not decided yet, so stay tuned guys. Hopefully we find a few and squeeze in there. All right guys, we're gonna take a gamble here in the morning. You know, it's a little protected, which is something that you generally don't look for. You look for something that's wind's beating up on it, but gotta do something different compared to what I did yesterday. So gonna take a gamble, try to look for a bigger fish in the morning, and then from what I learned is the offshore stuff does not pick up until later in the afternoon, and I can just run some banks or run new areas, and then at the end of the day run to my spot where I caught most of my fish yesterday and see if I can bag the limit over there. But so far so good. It looks like I'm the only fish on this bank. That's probably that's either a good thing or a really bad thing, because there must not be fish here if people don't come over here. But hey, we gotta take some risk. All right, water temps at 59 here, which is pretty high, which is good. Usually most days I've started, I had 47 around there, but I'm gonna start out with this TM Custom Lures swim jig. Hopefully catch one on it. I think she wanted that swim jig. Took a little longer to get one, but it's a pretty good one to start. 15 incher at least. Alright guys, 15 and a half. Alright, that's enough of that power fishing. Time to do some bottom dragging stuff. Took a gamble, and that's what it is sometimes. There's gotta be some fish on these rods right here. There's a fish, finally. That's alright. That's alright. Good 14 incher. Or a little Kitech on the net head. Wow, that's actually pretty long. It could be 15 inches. Alright guys, 14.75, fish number 2. Man, it's tough. You know, all the times I've been up here, I have yet to throw a spinning rod except for today. Yesterday I should have threw it a little bit, but man, It's bad when I gotta pick up the spinning stick. Come on, 12 inches. Just do 12 inches and I'll feel a lot better. Alright, we are here, so we see this stay here. We got a lot of bites here during practice. It is deeper, so hopefully a lot of people did not fish because it's a lot deeper than most of these places that fish are on. It should be around 48 feet by now, somewhere about mid 40s water depth. It might be higher, but sometimes these deep fish are not affected when the water come up. They plan to sit there until late spawn, and they'll be like the last wave of spawners that come through. But hopefully we catch a few here. We did catch a lot of smaller fish here, but hey, I'll take a small fish right now. So, see if it works out. Oh, first cast here, got a bite. Oh, missed him. Darn. Okay, good. There's still fish here, though. Still fish here. Okay, I feel better that this. I got bit out at 40 plus feet, so I feel a lot better. My GoPro ended up getting turned off, but I just stuck this one right now. Let's get 13 incher. Keeper number 3. Alright guys, 13 and a half, fish number 3. There's a bite. No, come on now. It's a bite. Got one this time. Finally. I've just been getting little pecks here and there, but I think these might be just small fish. Yeah, they're just small ones, but hey, it's a keeper. I think this is the smallest fish I've caught here so far. 12 and a half, guys. Alright guys, that's keeper number 4. One more, we got a limit, and I feel a little better. A little fish, but hopefully I can get a call that guy. But just one more fish, I'll be feeling better. Keeper. That's number 5. Took longer, but alright guys, 13 3/4, number 5. Sharp teeth. think that's a bite right there. Feels mushy. Yo, that was a fish. That's 2 casts, 2 bites. I don't know how big it is, but it may be net worthy. Oh yeah, that's net worthy. That'll call my 12-incher. Good 14.5 right there. There she is, guys. These guys aren't big, but they're big for today. Alright guys, 15.5. Man, sometimes it can just happen so quick. You know, you go 2-3 hours without a bite, and all of a sudden you get 2 bites right away. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know, I ran a lot of spots where I practiced, except for that wall. I didn't go over there, but I caught my first 15 there, which was a plus. And then I ran some other stuff, and every time I stopped, you know, that spot that I stopped on, I caught a lot of fish. I got a lot of bites there, but they may have been just smaller fish. They weren't fully committing to the bait. They should be biting like this, where they first bite and they have the whole thing, not a bunch of little taps. But yeah, hopefully we can pull 1 or 2 more off this. Got a call, I believe, a 13-incher now, 13.25. But hey, I'm happy with what I got right now. It's another bite. It's another fish. That's cool. Yes. It's amazing how quick it can happen. It's a 14 right there. Alright guys, 14.75. That was 4 casts and 3 fish. Every time it comes out on top and drag up, I get bit. But if I go out, drag down, I don't get any bites. I don't think I'm gonna call, but I better take a picture of everything I got. I'm not gonna call, but you never know. $13.5. Ready to go. I got about 2 o'clock. I gotta run to my last spot. I caught him yesterday. I check on it. Spend the last hour there. See if I can call a fish. Alright, hopefully there's still fish here, and hopefully they're biting right now. Came back. That feels like a good one now. Nope, coming up, feels like a small one now. The way he's coming up. Oh, that's a call. Yes. Smalley. Alright guys, nice call, 15 inches. There's the fish. Little guy. I don't think he's gonna call. $13.25. It's a bite. Finally. Gotta keep pressure on that fish. So deep down there, it's hard to set this hook on him. Little guy. Dang. Thought it was gonna be a lot bigger than that. It's a 14-incher. I better take a picture of him. 14.25, guys. Alright guys, that's gonna be a wrap. I believe it's 3. Yep, it's 3 p.m. Line's out. Well, we did what we could. Caught more fish today than yesterday, that's for sure. I'm kind of looking forward to Folsom, I guess.
Are you? There we go.
Better today than yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Oh. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap it up for the Wild West and the California Bass Nation opening event at Lake Shasta. It's been a few days already, but man, it was a grind on day one. I just was not, it just wasn't happening for me. I just was losing a lot of fish. I just kept missing a lot of bites. With day one, I figured out the bite windows for my spots. So I know that my spot did not start biting till later in the afternoon. It was more of an afternoon bite for the offshore stuff. So in the mornings, I should have been more shallow and stuff like that. But overall, I did all right. I made a big jump. I think I've jumped in from 15th to about 5th place. And for the Wild West, I think I was in 11th and I jumped to 4th place. So I made some pretty big jumps with day two. Day two was working pretty well for me. I got a lot of bites. More towards the end of the day, because I noticed with my first day, the bites came in the afternoon. My offshore bite came in the afternoon. And I should have focused more on the shallow stuff until about closer to about 11 o'clock. Then I should have went deep. That deep stuff didn't start picking up until the afternoon, once it started getting a little warmer, and those offshore fish started picking up. The really important thing about catching this fish was boat positioning. You know, you'd have to position it a certain way to get those bites. So I would sit on top of the humps, throw it out, and drag it up. That's how I was getting bites. When you're sitting on top of something or on a point and you're throwing it out, dragging it up, your bait maintains bottom contact at all times. So that was the main thing I was doing. I was sitting on top of things and throwing it deep and dragging it up. I was getting hung up a lot, on those rocks and stuff, but it was the only way to get bites. So that's what I did. I fished the Carolina rig, and it worked out for me. Day one, I was losing a lot of fish, and then day two, I was able to focus more. I made some better choices. I fished some spots that I didn't fish during the first day, and yeah, I mean, I was able to jump up there. So that's getting it for Wild West and the California Bass Nation opener at Lake Shasta. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the next one. The next one may be Lake Folsom, the Yakka Bass Lake Folsom. So stay tuned for that, guys. Thanks for watching.